Welcome back to Historic Coins Vault, where coin series are explored in all their hidden detail. Today, we're diving into the Lincoln Penny series, discovering valuable years, dramatic errors, and overlooked varieties that make this series a true collector's treasure. Don't go anywhere, because this journey through the Lincoln Penny series might change how you look at every penny you find. So on. Top 1. Today we're diving deep into the world of one of the most talked about modern-era pennies, the United States of America Lincoln penny from the year 1972. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but don't be fooled. Hidden among the millions produced are rare varieties and mind-blowing mint errors that can turn this simple copper coin into an unforgettable discovery. 1972 was a busy year for the U.S. Mint. Billions of pennies were struck for everyday circulation, filling cash registers, piggy banks, and pockets across America. And with such a massive production, the mint machinery was pushed to its limits. Whenever that happens, unusual mistakes slip through, and those mistakes are exactly what collectors hunt for today. This year gave us one of the most famous and dramatic double-die varieties in modern American coin history. The legendary 1972 double-die obverse. When you look closely at the date and the inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," strong doubling appears, clear, bold, and unmistakable. It's one of those rare moments when a minting error becomes a work of art. Only a small number of these double dies exist, and they are among the most desirable Lincoln penny varieties ever discovered, but the excitement doesn't end there. Some 1972 pennies show less dramatic, but still valuable, doubling on the date or lettering. Others can have die cracks, die chips, especially on Lincoln's eye or the Memorial Building, and even off-center strikes where part of the design is missing. And for dedicated collectors, these variations are gold mines waiting to be found, and let's not forget condition. Most pennies from this era have been through decades of wear, rubbing against keys, sliding across countertops, tossed in jars, and passed from hand to hand. A pristine example with sharp details, glowing luster, and no scratches is already special. Combine that with a major error, and you suddenly have a coin that stands apart from millions. Every Lincoln penny tells a story, but the 1972 penny with these rare varieties tells a story that collectors listen to with excitement. It's a reminder that fortune doesn't always come in silver or gold. Sometimes, it hides in a tiny copper coin we walk past every day. And now the part that electrifies every coin lover, the value. An extraordinary 1972 Lincoln penny with exceptional rarity and top-tier condition has been known to reach a breathtaking price of $79,000. Top 2. We're taking a fascinating journey into the world of one of the most iconic copper coins of the modern era, the United States of America Lincoln penny from the year 1974. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary coin you might find lying in a drawer, inside an old jar, or even in your pocket change. But hidden among the millions produced in that year are rare varieties and surprising mint errors that could transform this simple penny into an extraordinary collector's prize. 1974 was a transitional moment for the Lincoln penny. The mint was experimenting with alternative materials because copper prices were rising. While the majority of the coins were struck in the standard bronze composition, rumors and limited testing of aluminum cents have always sparked curiosity among collectors. Although the aluminum versions were never released for circulation, the year itself carries a historical significance that makes collectors look closer at every penny. Now, what truly elevates the 1974 penny are the errors, because that is where the treasure truly hides. Some of the most sought-after varieties are double dies, especially on the date and lettering. Under magnification, the numbers can appear doubled, giving the coin a dramatic and eye-catching effect. These double dies are rare, and collectors will always pay a premium for strong, bold doubling from this era. You may also find off-center strikes, where a portion of the design is missing. Even a small shift can make the coin interesting, but a large off-center strike that still shows the complete date is incredibly valuable. Then there are die cracks and die chips, often appearing near Lincoln's eye, the rim of the coin, or inside the letters of Liberty. These little bumps or lines created during the minting process can make certain coins unique, and uniqueness always attracts collectors. One of the most exciting parts about collecting 1974 pennies is that they are still out there, possibly in everyday circulation. Imagine holding a coin that millions overlook, yet it carries the potential to become one of the rarest finds of your collection. It's this possibility that makes coin hunting such an addictive adventure, and as always, condition plays a powerful role. A coin in brilliant, uncirculated condition with full luster and sharp details can multiply in value instantly. When you combine perfect condition with a rare mint error, the price can rise beyond imagination. So now the moment every coin enthusiast waits for, just how valuable can a rare 1974 Lincoln penny become? An exceptional piece with an extraordinary error and top-grade condition has been known to reach an incredible value of $77,000. Top 3. We are diving deep into the United States of America Lincoln penny from the year 1981. At first glance, this coin seems like one of the billions of pennies printed during that time, but as every dedicated collector knows, rarity hides in small details, and those details can transform an ordinary penny into a remarkable prize. 1981 is a fascinating year for Lincoln cents, representing one of the final years of the classic copper composition before the switch to copper-plated zinc in 1982. This makes the 1981 penny especially appealing to collectors who admire the traditional feel, weight, and sound of the original copper design. The portrait of Lincoln is sharp, the lettering bold, and the design crisp, but the true magic lies in the errors and varieties that slipped through the minting process. Let's explore what makes this year so exciting. One of the most hunted varieties is the doubled die, particularly doubling on the word liberty, the motto "In God We Trust," or the date itself. When a collector spots strong doubling on the letters or numbers, the value instantly rises. Under magnification, the doubled edges create a dramatic visual effect that makes the coin look almost three-dimensional. These pieces are extremely rare and highly desirable. Another valuable category includes off-center strikes. When the coin blank wasn't properly aligned during minting, part of the design shifted off to one side. A mild shift creates interest, but a dramatic off-center strike, especially if the date remains visible, can be worth a small fortune. You might also discover die cracks, rim cuts, die chips, and other small imperfections that give a coin its own personality. These flaws are not damage, they are minting accidents, which means collectors value them even more. A tiny die chip near Lincoln's eye, famously called a BIE error, if it appears between the letters B and E in Liberty, can increase desirability. Then there's the condition factor. A bright, glossy, uncirculated penny with full red luster from 1981 is already collectible. But when that perfect condition merges with a dramatic mint error, that's when the coin becomes truly extraordinary. And the best part? Coins from this year still show up in pocket change, in old jars, in forgotten coin rolls, and inside family coin boxes. Every collector dreams of that moment when a regular-looking penny turns out to be a rare treasure. The thrill of discovery is what keeps the world of coin collecting alive and exciting. Now, the question everyone wants answered: how much can a rare 1981 Lincoln penny really be worth? A top-grade specimen with a powerful error has sold for an astonishing value of $75,000. Top 4. We are talking about the United States of America Lincoln penny from 1982. This is not just any year. This is the year everything changed for the Lincoln cent, and because of that, some of the rarest, strangest, and most valuable varieties were born. 1982 stands apart from every year before it. For decades, the Lincoln penny was minted using a durable, heavy bronze composition made mostly of copper. But in 1982, the mint shifted to a much cheaper copper-plated zinc material. This major transition resulted in multiple varieties, different weights, different lettering styles, and even different die characteristics, all released in the very same year. And when there are multiple varieties, there are also opportunities for very rare coins to appear. The first thing collectors look for is weight. Bronze pennies weigh 3.1 grams, while the new zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. A simple digital scale can instantly tell you what you have, and sometimes, an unexpected weight can reveal something far more valuable than you imagined, but the real excitement comes from the errors created during this transitional year. One of the most famous is the small date and large date varieties. On some coins, the numbers appear thinner, more delicate, with the 2 in the date curling differently. These variations might seem tiny, but to a trained collector's eye, they are signs of rarity, and rarity means value. then there are dramatic mint errors such as doubled dies. A strong doubled die on the date, the words Liberty, or In God We Trust can turn a normal-looking coin into a collector's dream. Under magnification, the doubled effect is clear and bold, almost like a shadow cast by the numbers and letters. Coins like that are extremely scarce. You may also encounter off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or even zinc pennies struck on leftover bronze planchets. When the mint changes metals, anything can happen, and in 1982, unusual things definitely did happen. A wrong planchet strike from this year is one of the most exciting discoveries a collector could hope for. What makes this journey even more thrilling is that people still find these rare pennies today. They appear in old jars, rolls from the bank, and collections passed down through generations. They hide in plain sight, waiting for someone curious enough to look closely. And that's the magic of this hobby, turning an ordinary moment into a moment of discovery. If you have a 1982 penny, take your time, inspect the date carefully, weigh the coin if possible, and look for any unusual marks or doubling. You never know, you might be holding something truly extraordinary. So now we arrive at the highlight of this entire adventure. A rare 1982 Lincoln penny featuring a remarkable mint error and preserved in top-tier condition has been known to sell for an impressive value of $73,000. Top 5. We're traveling into the late 1980s to uncover the secrets of one of the most intriguing modern Lincoln cents, the United States of America Lincoln penny from 1988. If you've ever wondered how a simple copper-plated coin from your pocket change could become a collector's prize, this year will show you exactly how. 1988 might look like a normal year on the surface, but for coin collectors, it is filled with surprises, mysteries, and hidden errors that can transform an ordinary 1-cent coin into something worth real money. What makes this year so special is that the United States Mint was finishing out the decade with new dies, different design styles, and subtle shifts that created some rare and unexpected varieties. One of the most exciting discoveries from this year is what collectors call the reverse design variety. In 1988, a small number of pennies were accidentally struck using the reverse die meant for the earlier 1989 design. The differences are tiny. You have to look closely at the designer's initials near the memorial building. But those tiny differences separate a normal penny from a highly collectible one. And because only a handful of these mix-ups occurred, finding one today is incredibly rare, but that's only the beginning. Some 1988 pennies show strong doubling on the date, on Liberty, or on the motto In God We Trust. When you tilt the coin under good lighting, you can see the doubled letters looking like a shadow frozen in metal. A true double die from this year is extremely scarce and can raise the value dramatically. You may also find off-center strikes where the portrait of Lincoln is shifted to one side, leaving part of the design missing. Or a broad strike coin where the rim spreads out wider than normal. Then there are die cracks, little raised lines caused by a worn-out mint die. Some collectors love these because each crack is unique, like a fingerprint of the striking process. Another fascinating rarity occurs when the coin is struck on the wrong planchet. Although uncommon, mistakes happen, and a 1988 cent struck on a foreign or leftover planchet would be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. These errors instantly attract experienced collectors, because they tell a dramatic story of the minting process and human oversight. And here's the fun part, many of these rare coins are still found in everyday circulation. They hide in old jars, in pocket change, or in forgotten rolls tucked away in drawers. The thrill comes from knowing that any random penny from 1988 could be special. You just need patience and a sharp eye. So take your time, examine the details, and don't underestimate a coin just because it looks ordinary. The rarest coins are often the ones most people overlook. And now, the moment every collector waits for. A rare 1988 Lincoln penny featuring a remarkable mint error in exceptional condition has been known to reach a value of $70,000. Enjoying the hunt? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more rare coin spotlights, market updates, and numismatic insights. Your support keeps the channel thriving and helps bring even more content to fellow collectors. Stay tuned, there's always another treasure waiting.